Hello. Good morning. Beautiful day here. Quiet, very quiet, except my words that disturb the silence of this place and perhaps disturb the silence in your head. But it's okay. We can, I suppose, live with that because I miss you. I miss you all the time and I gotta just touch points with you kinda every day to make sure you just don't live and maybe persuade you to look for some answers in life because that's the most important thing in life. Looking for answer must be the first priority in life. Other than that, not much really, honestly, because we must wake up. Like, we really must wake up, and if we don't look for answers, we don't ever wake up. Most people just live their life and perhaps cope with it, maybe with drugs, maybe with their addictions, maybe with religion, maybe with the spirituality. But if you really look closer, you will realize that most of the things we do is just basically cope because our life is full of suffering and misery. Therefore, we need some sort of cope. All I'm saying, don't just cope with your life, because there is an answer out there that can just simply solve the mystery of your life. I promise you that. I say this because I experienced it myself. I say this because I know it's true. But I mean, everyone gotta figure it out by themselves. That's the trick. I guess that's just the whole game by design. I might be able to point out to a direction that you might find the answer, but I cannot give you the answer unless you look for it yourself. And I promise you there is an answer. At least there is one that make you understand that what you're living is not total. What you're living, what you're experiencing right now is not total at all. It's just a fraction of a whole. But then the answer lies in the whole. If you figure out the whole, you figure out pretty much everything. And don't give in to the God. Don't give in to the religion. Don't give in to ideas. Don't give in to things that you don't know and you just simply gather knowledge for it. Don't give in to knowledge. Give in to knowing. That's why you gotta live your life in a way to find an answer. Otherwise, you just end up coping anyway. And you don't want that. You don't want cope in life, I promise you that. Because cope eventually will end up believing something that is not really true. Anyways, I really don't know what I'm talking about sometimes, but this time I know what I'm talking about. So listen. Just go out there, look for the answer, and you will find it. I promise you that. Hmm. So, what have you been up to these days? I've been working hard, and this is cool thingy that I will publish it hopefully next weekend. We'll see. And I hope it makes us get closer a little bit. I hope it makes us to start building the community that we've been kind of working on for the past year on it, cultivating love between us. Now we gotta get to know each other a little bit more, get to know each other a little bit deeper, perhaps become more intimate, take this relationship to the next level. And there will be tuition fees involved for the school, and I hope you join. It's not that expensive, but it is kind of something that maybe some people got to think about. Oh, do I want to spend this much money to get into this school or something? But it's just an investment. I don't like to sell products. I like to sell investments because products are just kind of, in a way, not so useful overall. You will end up buying the next version of that product, and perhaps the previous one gets outdated. But investment, it just keeps on giving. It compounds, and it makes it worthwhile in the long run. And that's what I'm going to do. I want to make it worthwhile. So in the long run, we can simply end up maybe living together, somehow creating an environment that we can just live together and meditate together and look for answers together, and help each other to perhaps ease the suffering, maybe transmute the suffering into something that I might want to call it bliss, because that's the only explanation I have for it. It just feels blissful, feels orgasmic. I hope that you know what I'm talking about when I speak of orgasm, because initially everyone only thinks about sex, but sex is only one way to reach orgasm. There are so many other ways, and it does not necessarily look like the way that you experience orgasm. It's even more intense. It can simply kill you. The orgasm that I'm talking about, it it can really kill you, and that's what we're looking for. We want to die, perhaps not literally, but we want to die to the past. We want to die to whatever that not serve us really. We want to increase our awareness to a level that this moment becomes enough. There is not much needed. You don't need to crack life and figure out the secret codes of existence. You might do that, but eventually, after you figure that one out, this life becomes precious. And that's kinda in a way the catch. You gotta make this life precious. Otherwise, you will end up coping with it your entire life. Community. Community make this life precious. And that's what we are going to build. Community. Community, celebration. That's it. All we got. We can help each other to really enjoy this life, celebrate this life, sing some songs together, play some music. There's not much more to it. And hopefully, this music spreads, and make other people's dance to the music that we create together. Anyways, just wanted to say hi. Just wanted to say I'm here. As long as you're there, as long as we have a small community and we can help each other, nothing else really matters. It's like we gotta grow from inside out. We can't grow from outside in. Remember that. And all we're going to do is growing, just simply growing together, inside out, not letting the outside world influence us to simply downplay us, downgrade our faculties, downgrade our awareness, downgrade everything that helps us to feel, feel this existence, feel this possibility of living something that just help us feel blissful. Much love. You take care of yourself.